Well, hello there. Today, I am going to share with you the two main things that hold business owners back from reaching their true upper level, phenomenal level of success. So we just got back from a amazing trip, a visit up to Destin, Florida, which is dubbed the Emerald Coast. It's absolutely gorgeous up there. And we just spent a week with our coach, Mr. Howard Partridge. He is the founder of Phenomenal Business Coaching, and we've been being coached by him and mentored by him since 2012. And so, anytime we get a chance to be around his energy and get coached and mentored and be around other like minded people, we always come back with so much energy and renewed ideas and vision and goals and all of that good stuff. So that's what I want to share with you today. And that is where the idea, the topic for this video came from. It was because of some of the conversations and trainings and things that we were going through while we were there. So we were with Howard Partridge, and then we were also with Mr. Rick Jones, who has been coaching Howard for many years. And he celebrated his 85th birthday there. So we got to get some of his wisdom. He actually had the #1 Dale Carnegie franchise out in Houston. That was his business. And so you can just imagine the amount of wisdom and knowledge that was rolling through those rooms this last week. So if you can't tell, I'm very excited, renewed in my my vision for where we want to go this year with our coaching company. And one of the things that I'm really so passionate about is just trying to help more people, because the plight of the business owner is just something that's near and dear to my heart. Because in Destin last week, like I said, I was reminded about something that I hadn't thought about for a while, and it came from a conversation with our coach. And I was thinking about how when we started our business in 2008, it came out of necessity, right? So I was laid off from my job during 2008 recession, which was one of the worst recessions for our country here. And it was just a really rough time, and I couldn't find a job. No one was hiring. And so thankfully, my aunt was so sweet. She did house cleaning, and she gave me a couple of house cleaning accounts just to get me going because we needed to make some money. So I started cleaning houses. But the funny thing is, I would clean houses during the day, and then when I came home at night, I would still apply for jobs online because I did not see this as my long-term vision, right? This was not my career. I was in sales and marketing and business development. I was not a house cleaner or a business owner. That's not who I was. So that was kind of the mindset that I had when we started doing the cleaning business. So, but if you don't know our story, I'll just share a little bit of it briefly. Basically, what ended up happening was we did see that what we were building through this cleaning business could potentially be a big business, and we could be entrepreneurs. And so that's exactly what happened. Through that business, we built it up to 7 figures, and we had many employees. We helped lots of people. It was a very large company. We did floor and fabric cleaning. We won lots of rewards. But through all of that, there were also a lot of struggles and a lot of challenges that come with building a business. So, as you can imagine, hiring, meeting payroll, all of those things, slow seasons. We're here in Southwest Florida, and there is a slow season during the summer. Man, it can be brutal sometimes. And you wonder, are we going to make it? We don't have any jobs on the schedule. So there were good times and there were challenges. But the interesting thing that I wanted to share that our coach Howard said to us while we were there, he said, the reason why you started your business may not be why you stayed in business. So that just hit me. I was like, wow, you know what? I never thought of that, thought of it in that way. The reason we started our business was out of necessity. We needed to pay our bills. But the reason we stayed in business was because we saw a vision of something that could be something more. And it was almost like God had other plans for us, you know? There was more in our future, not just being an employee or working at a job, a 9 to 5. We could be entrepreneurs and we could truly build something for ourselves. So that was just something that really stuck with me from this past week in Destin, is that the reason you started your business, you know, maybe you started your business out of necessity or some other reason, and maybe that's not exactly why you're in business today. Maybe your vision, your goals have changed through the years. But I really truly think that we had to go through all of those challenges and positive things, the successes, all of those things that we did as business owners and growing that business from nothing to 7 figures with lots of employees and team members. We had to go through that to really understand the next step in our lives, which was to help other people with their businesses. Those are what led us to be able to understand and coach and ask the right questions, because we have been there and we have done it. So, the two things that I want to share with you today, these are the main reasons why we've seen most business owners not reaching their full potential or being as successful as they could. The first one is stress. So think about that for a second. As a business owner, I'm sure that you have felt stress. I know I did. My husband and I both had so much stress all the time, right? Especially early on before we actually saw that we could fix the business and systematize it and run it like true leaders. So you have challenges every single day. If somebody calls out, then you have to step in. Or maybe you don't have systems in place, you're not fully systematized. So everything stops at you. You become the bottleneck. Or, like I mentioned earlier, you've got challenges trying to meet payroll during slow season, or maybe the phone's not ringing as much as you would like it to. All of these things can be stressful and they can get you stuck in the day to day of the business and working in the business instead of on it, like a true leader owner should be doing. So, number one is the stress. And then the second one I want to talk about is accountability. So, you probably know what you should be doing to truly scale and grow your business. You watch videos like this, you probably scroll through reels on Instagram and on YouTube shorts of people telling you what you need to do to fix your business, but you're just not doing it. Maybe there's not a big enough vision pushing you, or maybe all of those stressful things during the day, putting out all of those fires, are holding you back from putting those things into place. So, accountability is the second huge one. Our founder of Phenomenal Business Coaching calls it FTI, failure to implement. We know what we should be doing, but we're just not doing it, right? And then before you know it, 30, 60 days go by and you haven't really done any of the goals or the things that you had set to reach. So, what can help fix those things? With accountability, a huge part of us fixing our business and growing it and really seeing the full potential that it could have was a coach. Someone who could ask us the right questions, someone who's been there and done what we wanted to do and could show us exactly how to do it. And so that was huge, because you can have the perfect plan and the perfect structure and know exactly what to do. But if there's no implementation, if you're not taking steps to make it happen, then nothing changes in your business. But I want to tell you that what one person can do, so can another. If I can go from being laid off from a job to cleaning houses and building that business, something that I never even thought about doing, if one person can do that, then so can another. So can you, with the right tools and the right people in your life, the right structure, and the right accountability. Someone who can hold you accountable and say, hey, last week on our session, you said that you were going to do this, this, and this. What's going on? Why didn't you do it? Okay, what can we do to help you do those things? So, someone who can walk alongside of you and hold you accountable. So, don't let those two things be what holds you back from reaching your true success. Because remember, what one person can do, so can another. And all of those challenges and everything, we've been there, we've done that. So I have some questions for you, what I want you to think about as you ponder over this video. The first one is, what is really holding you back? What's holding you back from doing the things that you need to do? Are you stuck in the day-to-day overwhelm of the business? Or is it that accountability? Maybe you need an accountability partner. Well, I want to invite you to our webinar. Our next webinar is coming up on Tuesday, April 28th. And we're going to cover all of this. We're going to talk about leadership and how you can really grow yourself as a leader and the tools that you need to have a successful, phenomenal company with great leadership. We're going to talk about what a phenomenal marketing system looks like in a company, administration, operations, and sales. So we're going to cover all of those areas of business and how to make it cohesive and work nicely together in a structure that can help you grow your business. So I just wanted to share those takeaways with you from our time in Destin with our coaches, because it really spoke to me, especially that part about, the fact that why you started your business might not be why you stay in your business. And remember this too, that as business owners, we really have potential to change the world, right? And I know people say that and it might seem like, yeah, everybody says that. But we really do, because I think about some of the people who came through our business who might not have had any real college degrees or opportunity to go to college and have a career. They learned self-development. They learned how to sell. They learned how to be good leaders. We had one girl who really became really good at marketing, and now she's got a really good job where she works from home and she makes lots of money because of a lot of the skills that she learned working for us. And she'll tell people that, it's all because of the things that she learned coming to work for us. So like I said, we really do have an opportunity to change the world. If we can make a business truly be successful and make more money to help more people and create more jobs, then that is changing the world. And so maybe you started a business like me out of necessity because you needed to get groceries or pay bills, but now it's become this bigger thing where you can help other people and really do big amazing things, then that's really something special. So I hope you can jump on that webinar. It's on Tuesday, April 28th. I'll put the link here in this video, and you can also find more training and educational tools and resources on our website, which is skilllevelup.com. Thanks for watching.